So I just want to put it out there before I do this video that, like, how on earth is AEW going to get renewed? Like, literally, Tony Khan just doesn't really understand how to book a wrestling company, so I don't see a TV deal happening. It seems like it's going to be, it's a dying company at the end of the day. Fuck! Hello and welcome to FTTR. I am Ian McQuaid, and today we are talking about AEW Dynamite. In particular, we are talking about the brand new television deal that has been signed by AEW, Tony Khan, Warner Brothers Discovery, all that good stuff. Now, if you weren't aware, that intro was goddamn sarcasm because this is only good news and I can't wait to get to talking about it. But before we dive into that, please subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts down below, and I'll try to apply to every single one of them as we dive into this. So, I want to first preface by saying that I am no business analyst. I am no genius when it comes to the world of TV rights negotiations. I know a little bit that I've trained myself up on, but I don't know like the ins and outs and how this stuff fully works. So I'm going to give you my best insight as a idiot, basically. That's what you come to me for, I hope. So the TV deal, it was announced before the 5-year anniversary episode of Dynamite. It is going to be, I believe, a 3-year deal with Warner Brothers Discovery. You're going to get AEW streaming on Max. You're going to get the library on Max, which is a subscription service that we don't have here in the UK. So it looks like it's going to stay with Fight for us for the time being, unless it maybe moves to like Now TV or something like that, because that's where you get HBO shows like Game of Thrones, like The Penguin, all airing here in the UK. That's the best way to watch. More Sky Atlantic, I think, is the other way. So maybe it'll rejig around to there, but we don't really know about international distribution, if that's going to change in any regards. But yeah, I believe the figure was roughly around 150 to 180, in between the 150 and 200 million mark per year that AEW is going to get. That's good. For anyone who says that that is not good for a company that has been around for 5 years, it now takes them into profitability and makes them the second most successful wrestling company in the world. Or at least in America. I don't know how the logistics of New Japan is, or AAA and promotions down in Mexico, but probably about North America, it's easily the second most successful wrestling company, because they've done incredibly well in 5 years and they've landed this insane amount of money. There's not much more to it than that. You can look into all the business things like that. You can look at ratings, and ratings, I'm going to go on a tangent about ratings later, but looking at the sum that AEW have got for this deal, it's a success. It's a massive success for a company that's been around for 5 years. And I think what it shows is there was a gap in the market. I think it shows that monopolies are not good, and having a healthy competitor, an alternative, is only a good thing, not just for fans, but for the people who work there. Think about how many people are employed with AEW that wouldn't be employed if they weren't around. It's just a good thing, an absolute good thing. And I think the idea of streaming it on Max at the same time that it's airing, that is an interesting way to approach things, because obviously time zones are different. It airs a bit later on either the east or west coast. I don't know my geography, so how it airs in America is different. So that will be interesting, and that will lead to finally the nail in the goddamn coffin of ratings talks, because ratings now, they used to be enjoyable. I was there for the Wednesday Night Wars. I thought it was okay, we get this. But at the same time now, I'm just done with it. And it can go away, because when Raw goes to Netflix don't release figures. They just don't. They don't, for like the majority of their shows, they usually just say it has been a big success or something like that. They don't release their figures, and if they are, they're the ones who are sort of putting it out. So you don't know if it's even going to be accurate. I imagine Max is the same. You don't get streaming numbers for any of these streamers. So to look at a Dynamite rating that's airing on Max at the same time, you'll never know how many people are watching it on Max. It might be a lot, it might be not a lot. So we can go away. That talk can go away, finally. We don't have to talk about ratings. It's good. No more AEW ratings talk. And yeah, that makes me happy. That makes me otherworldly happy. And it's just nice. It's just nice that this is finally... I feel like, as a wrestling fan, this has been just a weight like around my shoulders of people just talking about this deal, and I'm just like, please, can we just announce it so we can move on with our goddamn lives? And it's been announced. It's finally been announced. The one casualty in this, from what it looks like, is AEW Rampage. Rampage looks like it's going away, looks like it's going to be cancelled. I don't think that's a big shock. I don't think anyone's shocked by that. Rampage has had its fun. It's had its good matches. It had its... I know I'm going back to the first one, but it had the Kenny Omega Christian match, which was good. It's had the Wheeler Yuta Moxley match, which was really, really good. I believe it had the street fight between Penelope Ford, Anna Jay, Ty Conti, and the Bunny was Rampage. That was testing my knowledge then to try and pull who was in that match. That was Rampage. You had the really good, was it Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale as well, I think was on Rampage. So you've had these really good Rampage matches, but overall it has proved to be a bit inconsequential. It is just a sort of elevated version of AEW Dark. So to see that go away, I don't know if it will necessarily be missed, but that's with rumours of an AEW Shockwave coming. And when that gets officially announced, I'll talk about that, but AEW Shockwave potentially going to Fox, being like Rampage but on Fox. I think that could be really interesting. I think you could, like, Tony seen what didn't work with Rampage, so adjusting that for a Shockwave, I think would make sense, build on the lessons learned in that regard. So there's a lot of interesting stuff coming out of here, but this isn't like business analytics or anything. This is just me as a fan talking about how I'm excited about this. I think this is just really good news for the industry as a whole. And yeah, there's so many things sort of up in the air at the moment now. We've got the deal solidified, but you've got the likes of Shockwave. You've got anything that might happen to Ring of Honor. So there's a few moving pieces there. But as it stands right now, AEW is it's just winning at life. You know what I mean? It's just winning at life. They've got this massive deal. They've got the stars. They've got the fan base. It's right there. It's right there. And it's just good news for the industry as a whole. So yes, those are my thoughts for anyone who wanted to know on the TV deal. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what AEW has in store. Speaking of which, Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Takeshita might be the greatest match of all time. That got announced, and I can't bloody wait. So I think Wrestle Dream is going to absolutely hit. I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, exciting things in the future of AEW. And now we move on to Bad Blood. Bad Blood will be coming. I'm going to see when I get a chance to watch Bad Blood, because I'm working all weekend. I'm working late shifts, so I don't know when I'll get a chance to watch it and put out a video. But stay tuned for my Bad Blood thoughts. I'm excited for that. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming. A lot of cool stuff coming in the future in pro wrestling. So yes, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll try and reply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.